So it's been a while, and I am here to finally give you the video that I've been promising, which is basically my update video on mugs, t-shirts, and just the drop shipping experience and what I have learned, just more tips and tricks, and really marketing advice as well, so that you can actually convert into coins, right? Because that is the goal when you have a business. It's not meant to just be a hobby, but it's meant to be something that is profitable. So for me, mugs, just like this one, or just like this one, these are ones that I have made and designed and sold. And so I've had actually a very pleasurable experience in selling mugs, if you would have seen my past video that I did that was very popular. A lot of you guys had, learned a lot about it, and we're interested into it. So I wanted just to answer some questions that I got, and as well, again, cover marketing tips, because that really is the most important thing, because you can have a store filled with cool designs and mugs, but selling it and actually making money off of it is really the thing that needs to be talked about. I would say the most, after figuring out what products you need and things like that. So for me, Printful is a company that I talked about in my first video, being a company that I really have enjoyed. The thing about it is that the margins are really, really high, right? So, a mug costs $8.95, and of course, really what you're paying for, like I said before, is convenience, right? But still, that margin is really high. And so I have really fallen in love with places like Discount Mugs, For Imprint, who do, mass amounts of mugs. However, you have to keep the colors, the amount of colors you use in the mugs, down. But there are companies that you can find online who do gold foil, things like that. You just need to have money for upfront costs. So if you don't want to have money for upfront costs, then use a dropshipping company and do enough sales until you can put some money into ordering your first batch of mugs. And so, like, for instance, a mug like this, where the design is all black, would easily be able to be, purchased in wholesale, without a whole bunch of charge. But then something like this, where there's so many different colors, it's going to cost me more. I just enjoy sipping out of a mug that I designed. There's a lot of pleasure in that. Let me tell you something. When you wake up in the morning, you pull out a mug, you're like, oh, I designed that. Yeah, like it. So the next thing I want to talk about is the marketing aspect. So you first need to understand, who are you selling to? I think a lot of times we just make stuff that we like and we don't think about who we're selling it to. So once you've identified who your target market is, who you're selling to, you need to create a world that they would enjoy. It doesn't have to be, crazy, but you need to make sure that you're where they are. Okay, so where are they at? Are they in Facebook groups? Are they on Twitter? Are they on Snapchat? Are they on Facebook itself? Are they on Instagram? Do they enjoy Instagram stories? Are they on Periscope? You got to figure out where these people are so that you can sell. But when they come to your website, you need to make sure that your website will be an enjoyable experience. So Shopify is a great option. However, there are many other options. You can do, WordPress, and do a mix with the plugin WooCommerce. However, what I have enjoyed is the mixture between Shopify and WordPress with Shopify Lite. So Shopify Lite is their $9 plan from Shopify. And, I didn't want their storefront end. I really liked the customizations that I got through WordPress, and, just having a self-hosted WordPress site, and, my theme, and I just made it look how I wanted to look and everything. So I got Shopify Lite and plugged it into my back end. So I have the power of Shopify store, the back end of the store, and the processing systems, but I don't have to have like their front end. I don't really like it. So for me, that has been a great solution. You can also try places like ECWID, ECWID. I think I've mentioned some of these places before, but having a great shop experience for your customer is key. Making sure that your website is mobile responsive. So sites like Squarespace, WordPress, usually most modern themes should have, that responsive, mobile responsiveness, really any device, just any device, period. And then three, you want to make sure too that you have an email list. You need an email list, okay? And so I recommend platforms like MailChimp, ConvertKit, Constant Contact. MailerLite is great. I love MailerLite as well. But you need to have a professional email with that. So I really like those kind of platforms. MailChimp is great and easy out the box. But if it's not your cup of tea, try platforms like, what else? Emma. Emma's great. Yeah, Emma MailerLite is great. It's free up to 1,000 subscribers as well. So there are some great platforms out there, but you need an email list. You need an email list. And even when you do Facebook ads and things like that to promote your products, you want to make sure that you have great sorry, I can't even talk. You want to make sure that you have great photography. Sorry. Got caught up in my words. You want to have great photography. You can also get mock-ups from places like Creative Market, things like that, just so that you don't have crappy photos. You really don't want to have crappy photos. So I've invested in a camera, and I was able to get some great shots of my products. But if you don't go that route, doing mock-ups is a great alternative, so that when you do your Facebook ads, your designs look really professional. Okay. The other things that I would really suggest too is go really hard with social media. Social media, especially Instagram, is for my demographic. It was younger people. My demographic was African Americans. I was targeting like a melanin type store, but it was between 25 to 35, and so that's where my target audience was. They were on Instagram a lot more, and I gained like 1,000, 1,200, followers. And to be honest, I got 1,200. And these people were paying. Because these people convert very well. And that was like only in a few months. But my strategies were simply posting imagery that matched with my brand, posting our products, but not in a salesy way, more of like, check out our newest item. You don't have to sound so gimmicky, make it sound like a community, make it sound like, these are new products that they can enjoy, that these products were made for them. So you have to market in that way, versus you marketing kind of like, hey guys, check this out today, buy. No one wants to have stickers in their faces for buying. So make the post more conversational, right? So, involving them even in your product launches. It's very important that you have a marketing strategy. Another thing too that I would really suggest is that even when you're promoting on social media, is that you showcase people who have previously bought before, and you always post reviews. Really make it sound like a community. It should be a community. Okay, guys? So hopefully these are some quick tips. I have more.